I still don't have them all just yet, but I'm sure I'm close now to getting them all. Let's see. So yesterday I got gifts from my family for Christmas. I went sort of Christmas, well, more like birthdays, but you know, gifts in general. I got gifts from my family, so that means I'm better than everyone, Santa. So I should get more presents. No, that joke could have gone a little better, but kind of got that. Not exactly. It's obviously not like that, but kind of got that from Family Guy, where the first Christmas episode, I think, where it had, I think it was like Chris said something like, all I want is peace on Earth, right? So that sounds better than what Meg wants, right? So I should get more, or something like that. Well, I'm just trying to hunt down all those precursor orbs. For this legacy. Ah. So yeah, like one thing about again about, you know, Jak not talking in this game is like I said, like I was talking about before. Hey, look at that. You know, they talked about how, oh, I only had that one. Oh, and hey, look at that, I'm near here. Okay, then. But anyway, but yeah, like how they said, they thought that talking characters were lame, or, you know, main characters that were talking were lame. Which, that was kind of the mindset back then. So, but because some people were so used to Crash not talking, you know, in the games and stuff officially, whenever they heard him talking in Skylanders Academy, they were like, "No, I don't like this." And while I am used to Crash not talking, it doesn't bother me that he doesn't talk. I really wouldn't mind if they started making Crash talk. That wouldn't bother me, as long as he has good delivery in his lines, and you know, they write his character well. I really wouldn't mind if they started talking. Just like I wouldn't mind if Link started talking in The Legend of Zelda. You know, same thing applies.
Oh, my muse! You saved her! Oh, you really are the best. Here, take this power cell. I won't need it now that I have my inspiration back.
What if she dies? I don't know. He or she dies. One. Just checking some things out. So am I one of the only people that thinks that Big Mouth looks really absolutely dumb? It looks absolutely dumb. I can't, like I said, I don't know if I have talked about it before. I can't officially judge it. I haven't actually watched an episode yet, but I've seen a lot of clips and it just looks so stupid. Like, absolutely retarded. Because, like, you know, other shows, I like other shows that happen to have dirty jokes and stuff, you know. It depends on the delivery. From the clips I've seen of Big Mouth, the dirty jokes, there's way too many of them. It seems like they shove them in. And, you know, it just looks really dumb. And I know that some people are like, I know there's like some reviewers that are like, oh, it has clever writing for blah blah blah, and I'm like, for puberty stuff, and I'm like, this isn't clever writing. Anyway, let's check now to see if, oh wait. Oh, yeah, I know what else. Yeah, we know what to get, because we just looked at it. But yeah, Big Mouth just looks absolutely dumb. Like I said, I need to watch an episode or two to really judge it, but you know.
You have proven yourself worthy. Here is a power cell.
Oh, and if you remember in Jak and the second in Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, how Daxter does a moment where he dances a little bit or does a little thing like. There's a little reference to this game basically. Well, anyway, let me check and see. All right, we got all that, got all that, got all that, got all that, got all that. So all we have to do now, we just move on. And there will be a cutscene where people talk, so, you know, just expect that as we go this way. Right now.
Great! You have the 20 cells needed to power my heat shield. Now be careful. The shield will only protect your zoomer till it reaches 500 degrees, so try to keep her cool. Flying over open lava will definitely heat you up fast. Hit 500 degrees and it's over. Over? Like burning molten metal over? The fire canyon gets pretty hot, so keep a lookout for jumps to keep you off the hot ground. I've also released several blue cooling balloons you can use to drop the shield's temperature quickly.
Because video game logic.
Oh, and when you get across, don't forget to activate the teleport gate in the Blue Sage's lab. Then we'll be able to teleport over and meet you. Good luck!
You know, she's not gonna do that. Anyway. But where would be the fun in, you know, if she did it, if she drove over there? I'm double checking to see if I missed anything. That's the only reason I'm going this way. Does it cool off if we go here? Okay, yeah, it'll probably cool off here. Anyway, I hope. Yep, it does. Anyway, let's get going. Let's see if we go in this part of the... Whoa. I figured it would do that, but I was just checking to be sure. Whee! Wait. That's what happens. This is back when E-rated games, well, could be more... Like, basically a lot of E-rated games from, like, the early... From, like, the early 90s to the, well, you know, whenever it came out. E-rated get, well... Okay. KA/E-rated games were, from back then, usually act more like today. Most of them, or about half of them, would be E10 rated, which we've seen that before. And some T-rated games from like the early 2000s, and yeah, about the early 2000s. Late 90s, early 2000s, T-rated games could be, some of them could be E10 today, which, again, we've also seen, like with Ratchet and Clank. Let's see. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that the re-release on PS4 and even PS3 of this game wasn't E10 rated. I think it was like whenever they re-released it on Vita, like they rated it E10. But I get it might be because the PS4 version is mostly just a port of the PS2 version. Okay, I was kind of expecting that to actually kill me. Ah, shoot. Well, let's just die. Let's just die. Because I'm trying to get everything, so... in that area. Let's see here. Okay, that one actually wasn't intentional. I was just being dumb there. Whee! They don't actually give you air, or, you know, they don't actually cool you off. They can, you know, but it basically counts as stopping the overheating thing. Obviously, this makes you faster. Whoa. But, okay, let's talk about the Lost Frontier a little bit. Just a tad. The Lost Frontier... Well, first of all, that's when they went back to calling in Jak and Daxter rather than just Jak. Or just Daxter. But yeah, they... Ooh, we need that. Ooh. Need that. But yeah, that's when they went back to calling it Jak and Daxter. And it's technically a Jak 5. I mean, if you count Jak X as Jak 4, then that's Jak 5. But, well, there's a few problems with it. For one thing, again, I should probably mention this more, but, you know, I can repeat it in the future whenever if and when I get to it. One big problem is it's a game that was meant for PSP, but I think the same day it came out on PSP, it also came out on PS2, which Sony decided let's not HD these games at all. Let's just port them straight from the PSP. Let's just straight up, you know, port them from the PSP instead of improving the graphics and some of the performance and load times. But yeah, instead of doing that, they decided to, you know, just straight up put them on there. And we're in a new area.
We made it!
We're in Rock Village. I'll explain more here in a bit if I can remember.
Whoa! I don't think I'll ever get used to that teleporter tingling sensation. Hey! It looks like the Blue Sage threw a party.
Oh my! Rock Village is on fire!
One heck of a party.
No, I mean Rock Village is being bombarded with flaming boulders. Oh, and it looks like the Blue Sage is working on a levitation machine to move them. Assuming it's operational, we're gonna need power cells to fuel it. I guess you two are going to have to find some more.
We'd better take a look at his notes. Jak, go check on the villagers. Then come back and give us an update. And take the furball with you.
Yeah, and of course we can use this to go anywhere we want to. Anyway, let's talk to Samos.
Well, the situation here stinks worse than a lurker's armpit. Before Blue Sage's disappearance, he journaled significant trouble in all of the surrounding areas. Of particular interest to me is the dark eco-infection of some innocent plants in the Precursor Basin. Kira will teleport your Agrab Zoomer to the nearest transpad. Ride the Zoomer to a green eco vent, and then carry the green eco to the corrupted plants. That should heal them. Don't miss a single plant, or the infected ones will slowly reinfect the healthy ones. And Daxter, start cleaning up in here. And don't forget the corners.